seagullers. What are you doing looking down a slide that goes down some steps with Molly? And Molly, you can't go that way. How cool is that? Daughter loves that slide. How are you all? Hope you're well. Just down a little walk, just going to pick Sam up from school actually. Yeah, there you go, there's the slide, look at that. Little climbing thing up the side as well. It's fantastico. Spanish is coming on. Now let's try not to get run over here. There we go. Didn't get run over. Perfecto. So today I want to talk about tax and stuff. It's because I got a question on the last video from WP Eagle regular Koo. You all know Koo, don't you? He's always on the channel. He's always on live streams too, in the chat, hanging out. So yeah, Koo basically just said, why don't you do a video about tax and, you know, setting up companies and stuff when you're working online, because no one's done one of those. Well, actually I did one a while back. This one, it was on the other channel. I'll put a link up to it if you want to go check it out. It's a little bit old now, so I'm going to, yeah, basically just going to regurgitate what I said in that video. And the key message is you got to pay tax. You got to pay tax on your income. Now, of course, I'm not an accountant or indeed a tax advisor, professional, specialist, anything like that. So do take what I say just for, don't get run over, Molly, just for informational purposes, educational purposes, not educational purposes, just for informational, no, entertainment purposes. That's what I want to say. This is not financial advice or anything like that. And you should always seek professional assistance, I think, when it comes to things like tax and stuff. But basically, in a nutshell, you got to pay tax on your earnings. That's kind of how tax works in most countries, I think. So at the very least, when I say earnings, I mean profit. It's always profit. So at the very least, you need to be able to calculate that profit. And the easiest way to do that is just to, you know, have a spreadsheet or something similar. Have two columns. One column is the money coming in, so your commissions and your advertising revenue, or, you know, anything else that pays your money. Put that in one column. And then in the next column, you put all your expenses. Now, it could be things like domain names, could be website hosting, could be themes, could be plugins, could be basically anything. Could be content, writers, your VA, you know, that service that you purchased on Fiverr from Mahmood. You did check that out, didn't you? The keyword service, did you check it out? Oh, if you didn't, I'll put a link up now. Yeah, go check it out. But yeah, all that stuff you can put on your spreadsheet as an expense, and then very simple calculation. You tot up all of your income, and get a total there. Tot up all of your expenses, get a total there. Take the expenses off the income. That's your profit, and that's what you're going to need to pay tax on. And generally, you do that by putting it onto a tax return every year. And that's about it. Now, of course, there may be better ways to do it for your particular circumstances. And that's where a professional accountant or tax advisor may be useful. They might say something like, you know, it might be better to set up a company and put it all through that, which is what I do in the UK. I have a limited company, I put everything through there. Because in theory, that was more tax efficient or whatever, I don't know. But actually, it's a lot more paperwork and a lot more kind of accountancy fees. So I'm not quite sure how well it's working for me. But yeah, you should probably take advice on that, whether you need a company or that kind of thing. But yeah, that's really it. Simple as that. It's basically how much you earn against how much you spend. And that profit is what you pay tax on. And that rate obviously depends on your country and your tax code and all that kind of stuff, and other incomes. Yada yada. There you go. So that ends our tax lesson today. But it wasn't a lesson. It was purely for entertainment, and that was in no way financial advice. And yeah, you should find a good accountant. When it comes to finding accountants, here's my last tip of the video. In my personal experience, like small accountancy firms, where it's just like one guy or a partnership or something like that, they're generally better than big flash accountancy firms with, you know, nice offices and whole like teams of people. They're generally more expensive and you don't get such a good service. So I've always found the small accountancy practices where you're kind of just dealing one-to-one with the head of the firm, and they you know, look at your stuff in more detail and they give you lots of good advice. They are better than the big firms. So if you can seek out one of them, I highly recommend that you do. But anyway, that brings us to the end of this video. Come on, Molly. I'll see you on the next one. As always, I'm always open to questions, comments and ideas. Do leave them below this video. I do read all of the comments that I get, and I'll try to reply to as many as I possibly can. Look at this. What is this statue here? What is that there? You gonna have a quick look before you go? Why not? Look at that tree. It's growing in a very peculiar angle. This is a religious thing, by the look of it. I don't know who that little baby is. Doesn't look like Jesus. Yeah. Anyway, very nice. Well, we've set the dogs off now, Molly. Better go. All right, until next time, good luck with your sights. See you later. I'm going to try a new ending.